Hi there team, Albie here again. Welcome to this video. Today I'd like to talk to you about the dual team affiliate program and how you can balance your business up. Now, if you just look at this example here, you'll see that with the dual team payment system, you have to have a balanced left team and a balanced right team, which means that you're always trying to put as many affiliates into your right team as your left team. Actually, not even as many affiliates, it's how many grams of gold or how many packages move through your left and right team. They have to be balanced up with each other. Now, this is not a video about how the dual system actually works. You can look at a couple of the other videos to determine that. But this video is about how the people are placed that you refer to the program. Now, the default mode with the back office in Karatbars is automatic. Now, what will happen is when you sign someone up, they will automatically, the software in the back office will automatically work out the weakest part of your business and it'll place the person into that business. So it will automatically try and balance your team up. So for most of you, you don't have to do anything at all. But for those of you who are quite experienced with say a binary or a dual type system and you would like to do what we call stacking or manipulate where people go, then there's a couple of really cool little features in the back office which I'm going to run through with you that can help you maximize the benefits of the dual system, especially if you're a person who knows how to sponsor a lot of people. There's a couple of really cool tools. So let's go over to our account. And the first thing to do is log in at the top here. And for this example, I'm just going to use my wife Rachel's account. Log in. I hope that's the right login. Looks like we're going in. Right, perfect. So what you want to go now is to just hover your mouse over my downline and then just scroll down to here where it says dual system and go ahead and click on that. Now the first thing you'll see is that the default mode, as I mentioned earlier, is automatic. Now, as you can see in this graphic example here, Rachel has some people on her left team here, but she doesn't have anybody on her right team. And the same with this one here, this username Ultra. The same thing, they've got people on their left side, but no one on their right side. Now, if you don't have anybody on your right side, you'll miss out on a lot of what we call the binary payments, and that is an extremely lucrative part of the business. But as I mentioned before, if you didn't do anything and you just left everything on default, it would automatically place the next person down this right hand side there and try and balance up that business itself. Now, here's a really cool feature, okay? You can actually select manually if you want somebody placed to the right or to the left of you by just selecting left or selecting right, and you would then go ahead and click update, and the very next person, or if you just left it, all the people that you would sponsor from this point onwards would be placed, in this example, to the right side, and of course to the left. And then we had the automatic mode, which is the default mode. But here's a really cool feature, and that's you've got a thing called placement. Now what you can do is, let's take for example, you've got a guy in your business and he's extremely loyal, working hard, doing everything you're telling him to do or training him to do, but he's just having a couple of challenges sponsoring and he sort of loses a little bit of motivation. What you could do is your next person that you sponsor in the business, you could actually place them under, we'll use Ultra as an example here. We would just go up here, we would put Ultra in there, and then we would click update. Now watch what happens here. First of all, it'll tell you that you've updated your selection successfully, but that means the very next person that you sponsor will go into Ultra's business, and that means that will give them a lot of motivation, because then they'll have one person on one side of their team but no one on the other side. It will give them an enormous amount of motivation to go ahead and try and find somebody else, because the very next person they sponsor means that they then qualify for a binary payment depending on the level of package that they've purchased and the level of package that the person underneath them has purchased. Now, I'm not going to go into that here. Go to the compensation plan video for that, but it will give people an enormous amount of motivation. But the other really cool thing is they still remain your person, your personally sponsored person. So every time that person purchases gold, you still get all the commissions as if they were placed personally under your business. So you have, number one, you've sponsored another person, so you're still getting all the rewards of doing that. But number two, you've rewarded someone else, and you've created a lot of stimulus and a lot of motivation in your business by doing that. Now, if you use that really wisely and just think about that, you could create a lot of momentum in your business, especially if you're somebody who's really good at sponsoring people and somebody who really likes to drive your business. You could really use this to great advantage to encourage, reward, motivate your team. And as a leader, that's your job to do that. So that's just a cool little tool, and I thought you might like to see that. Also, it's important to know that in the back office you do have those features. Many of us in our team, because we've had a team that's been together for a long time, will be very familiar with this type of payment system, but there are going to be people that come into our team that aren't, and so I thought this video would be very useful for that as well. So I hope that helps. If you have any challenges, possibly look at the other videos first, and if you still got any challenges after that, get into our team Skype room, punch in a few questions, or talk to the person who introduced you to the business. So anyway, take care, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.